at have properties there that we can buy real reasonable. Now, if you could buy a piece of property in Atlanta for $10,000, show your hands how many people can do that. $10,000?
I bought some less than that.
11,000? Anybody else bought any property from $10,000, $11,000, $12,000?
Recently.
Recently. Where we went over to Birmingham, Alabama, we found property over there reasonable. And we purchased that property. That property is a commercial property, residential property. And it's there in Alabama where we can actually, and the value of that property is really worth about $80,000. $80,000. So we actually own that property outright. We don't have no note. We don't have nothing. We own that property.
Tell him how much we purchased it for.
We purchased that property for $12,500. And we own it. So a part of American Well Builders, that's part of the arm in American Well Builders. It's got a real estate arm in it. It's going to have several other different arms within American Well Builders that you're going to be able to see. And you can plug into. Because you might want to say, well, I might not want to deal with real estate. I might want to deal with something else or something else. You can plug that in with American Well Builders. We incorporated. We have an incorporated called Gibraltar Real Estate Investment Group. That's been incorporated in Atlanta.
How do you spell that?
Gibraltar, J-A-B,
J.I.
J-A-B-T-A-R, I think.
It's J.I.
Hold on.
J.I.
Hold on a second. Yeah. No, that's spelled with J-I-B-R-A-L-T-A-R.
There you go.
Right. And we just got that incorporated the first of this year. So now it's incorporated in Atlanta. Okay? So now we're putting all the properties under Gibraltar Residential Investment Group. Okay? Because we couldn't purchase that because it wasn't incorporated at the time. So now all our real estate will be going up under Gibraltar. Okay? We're going to build equity in that organization. So now when you actually purchase anything from now, basically what Richard said, we got a track record of property that we own. We got a couple of ways we can do it. Part of that building is commercial. We can actually rent that commercial building out, one side of it, and a part of it is residential. So on the other side of the residential part, we can rent that out. Or we can either use it as an office. It's up to us to decide how we want to use it. We have been blessed that we have made contact with people in Birmingham, Alabama. It's been politicians, bankers, other people within the community have stepped up and said, we want to see what y'all can do over in this community. Can you actually bring that community up to a standard where we can invest money with you? Okay? We have a great opportunity to make this a part of building a community back. That community actually have schools over there, have businesses over there. We're at a place where one place right across the street from us actually had a restaurant that was burnt down. They hadn't even come back and restored it. We have an opportunity to buy that property. We have an opportunity to buy also commercial, residential area with 4, 5, 6, or 7 different units over there. So the possibility over there in Birmingham is great. And I know it takes insight to see it. It takes money to do it. Everyone might not want to say, I want to be a part of that real estate group. And you can be. It don't take you to put up 50, we're not asking you to put up 50, 60, $70,000. But as a group, we can put up X amount of dollars. And that's what we just did. We just put up X amount of dollars because we talked about $12,500. So just do the math with 5 people. Okay? So with those 5 people that actually have that property over in Alabama, now we can build from there. And that's our goal. Our goal is to have property that we can buy, rent out, or buy and sell. We have that possibility. And we've been blessed, I think we've been blessed, to have that opportunity. we're not stopping in Birmingham. If we see the opportunity in Atlanta, any other city in the United States, we want to plug into it. That's what American Well Builders want to be. Because we want to carry this all over the United States and plugging in where we can actually see residential, commercial property that we can purchase as an organization. That it won't take you to spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to buy. If you want to do it, you can. But we have an organization already set up to be able to accomplish those things that we want to do. So, again, when we start talking about American Well Builders later on today, whatever business you have, you can plug into that. Or if you want to plug into real estate, you can plug into that. But again, American Well Builders is going to be a vehicle in regards to producing money, investment for all of us if you want to plug into it. Also, if you're going to have a business that you can be able to plug into American Well Builders, because it's all about sharing our knowledge as a business. How can you actually market your business within the organization? And that's what we're going to actually show you how to do. Okay? So, again, we're open for questions in regards to the resident. We have pictures of the property we purchased. We're going to actually be able to put people to work on that property because we're going to have things that we need to do with that property. We're going to have, like I say, heating units and other things that we're going to do to improve that property to get it to the status where we want it to be. Because right now, it's right on the verge of, again, by the end of this month, we should have everything in place to put it together. Okay? Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, Mark, a couple of questions. So, once the property is acquired, the renovation of the property, is that going to be covered through the donations, or is that going to be some type of loan?
It just depends. Depends on how much need to be improved in regards to that property.
I was going to think also that maybe the city of Birmingham is probably something like Atlanta. In Atlanta, we got programs available in certain communities trying to help rehab at low interest.
Right.
Maybe I'm suggesting maybe a conversation with the Joint Development, Economic Development Department in Birmingham.
Right.
A particular facility might be available to assist in that.
Right. And I think also in regards to that, I think AK have also touched base with a banker over there, black banker over there, that say if he can actually help us get anything done over there, come to our bank, put everything on paper, let's see what y'all can do. But I think this is a stepping stone for us to move on and make sure that community is established with either the finances coming from the bank, because we really don't want to have too much finance. But we want to actually have that property where if we need to turn it, make some money off of it, have that residual income coming in every month. Those are properties that we want to actually show that we can have income coming in every month based on your investment. So once you invest into this, you're going to see money coming back from your investment, not just for us, but if we need to turn it to make some money, we plan to turn it to make some money. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, shouldn't the city have some development grants?
We have also touched base with, we was gonna have a man, Clarence Muhammad. He was gonna be here today, and he just wasn't able to make it today. He was gonna come and share the possibilities of what we can do in that area, because he lived in Birmingham, Alabama. And he was gonna come here and share with y'all today the opportunity that we have in that community to turn that community around. And also politicians want to plug into it. Grant money is out there on the table that we can plug into it. Money that we can plug into, we should be able to do it. Because once we have the structure in place that what we have done, people want to see what you're doing. And we just want to show them that we have a property that we put together. We made it where it's to change that whole dynamics of that whole community. And now we can also continue doing it over and over and over and over again. Okay? Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the initial down payment? I mean, what it take to be a part of the organization?
Well, it just depends on the property, what we try to do. And we're going to address that issue later on. But it's not something that we're going to say, oh, you got to pay $10,000 and $12,000. We're looking at several other pieces of property over there in Birmingham, Alabama, and the properties are available for us. We just have to now decide, let's close out on this first piece of property that we have, and now let's roll over to the next property what we're going to do. Because we want to do a domino effect from this one property to 1, 2, and 3 other pieces of property that we already have in existence, okay? Okay? Thank you so much.
One question.
Yes, sir.
Will the Gibraltar Group have a credit facility on behalf of the AWB?
Will they have a credit? They're gonna be, Gibraltar is part of AWB.
I mean, will
It's part of
Gibraltar
this.
have a credit line access to fund some of the acquisitions?
That's what we were trying to have in place. Once we put this project together, we like to have some funds in place based on Gibraltar generating income coming in, so we can actually fund some of those projects. Great. All right, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
We've got a lot of things that we're going to try and discuss with you all today within this limited amount of time that we have. And I know there's a lot of questions out there because I'm hearing the questions. But later on in the program, we're going to also discuss some of the outreach that we've had with the Land Grant Bank down in Birmingham, Alabama. They have offered us a lot of properties at very low prices. I know, Lonnie, you had asked about some of the relationships that we've been able to develop as far as having access. Access can be from the standpoint of getting the properties at such a low price that it makes it very easy just to add a few extra dollars to it to do renovation. And then if there's value there from the appraised value after you've done what you're going to do, you can realize a tremendous growth from the property that you realize. The next person that we're going to bring up is one of our brothers from, he lives now in Charlotte, North Carolina, but he's a California man. Brother Hassan Abdul Ghani.
Assalamu
Assalam.
I'm honored here to be here with everybody, business people in the city. I've been in business for over 60 years. I might not look that old, but I'm 80 years old. I worked under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for years under a Salam restaurant, and I helped his son also in a Salam restaurant. I helped him in his new venture, the sausage company. These are things that we can do. My whole concept, plus I've been in the property business for years. I've started a lot of brothers
That's right.
in the Bay Area.
That's right.
with property. I was blessed to be involved with property. Is that Tony? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
For years, because my parents worked the property. And the thing was, I learned about it as a young man. And I wanted to introduce this to our people in our community, which I did. Brothers, I think you know them. I started them, Sheikh Raouf, and Ricky, Imam Ricky.
Right.
And all
Razak, all
the
that,
other
yeah.
brothers in the Bay Area. That was something that was very easy to do. And what we didn't have was the belief that we could do it. It was very easy. And things we've been talking about today is very easy. All we have to do is come together on a small level and trust. Now, a lot of people say, well, you bring up trust. You have to trust. But don't trust in an individual, trust in Allah.
That's right.
Because Allah will remove people if you come against the good people. You see? Now, if you're with a bunch of bad people, they got a chance. If you're with the good people, they in trouble. Huh? Allah protects the believer. You see what I'm saying? So you have to believe that and understand that and have faith. Because God wants us to be successful.
That's
He
right.
wants you to be successful. He knew when we got on that ship coming from Africa, where we were going. He knew what was going to happen. He knew you were going to be in slavery, right? 400 years.
That's right.
He knew that. So if he knew that, he said after that, what? You will become kings. Now, what do that mean? That means that you're going to be the winner. You don't have to hate. You don't have to dislike. All you got to do now is come together and go to work. Go to work on this thing. Now, I'm trying to get our youth to think like this. See? They think that they make the money, we can do this. No, be patient. It's gonna happen. Follow some of the older brothers who've been around a while, that know the tricks. There's a lot of tricks in business. There's a lot of dislike in business. No one wants to see you become more successful than them in America. This is capitalism, right? And it's about have and the have-not. So if you got a group together, how hard is it to take what you got? Huh? And you bringing it to the body, we gonna work on it, they can't come to, one man, two men, they can get to. Hands, they can't touch. We got them all over the place. That's what you gotta have. You gotta have hands. And you gotta have old hands, you gotta have young hands. Because the young people got the drive and the determination. When I was a young man, came in the mosque, I heard Imam Kushmir. I don't know if you all ever heard of Imam Kushmir, Minister Kushmir. Huh? Yeah, Bernard Kushmir. He was, I was 15 years old, walking down Fillmore Street in San Francisco. And they invited me in. So I heard it, I never forgot it. But I wanted to come in to offer something to this community. Now, a lot of people didn't believe that. A lot of people say, oh, he wants to be up front. He wants to go to Chicago. I didn't care nothing about that. I wanted to see my people rise. I wanted to see my people get up and make motion. And I know they could do it because I had that spirit as a young man. Why you can't do it? I could have played pro football. Had offers to play pro football. Everything. But I did not want to be a slave. I didn't want that. And I told the people I played with, I told them, I said, the game of life is going to be tougher than football. You see, the game of life, this game of life is tough. It's not easy. The game of business is tough. It's not easy. And then if it gets easy, praises be to Allah. You see what I'm saying? And God wanted it to be easy because we are people who can't stand pressure. But pressure is something you've been under all your life, but you didn't have a mind. Now you got a mind. You're working with intelligence. See, that's when it get hard. Now you got to think. And the Imam say, ponder it in your mind. Ponder it, because God will give you the answer. And believe it, what I'm telling you. The answer is there. He wants you to be successful. Yes, ma'am. Really got slide. Well, sister, I've been in a lot of businesses. I have property all over the country that I've started as a young man. I'm a developer. I have restaurants, but I sold them. My daughters want me to go back in the business. I want to go into the manufacturing business. I talked this over with our now. Let me say this. What's the name of the people having on the box of cereal? The gentleman, what they call him? I wrote his name down. What is it?
Famous Amos.
Not Famous Amos. Is it Famous Amos?
That's a cookie, famous Amos.
On the cookie.
No, not Cookie. No,
Wheaties.
I remember him. I remember. He's on the, Aunt your mama.
Oh, okay.
What's her name? What's his name?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Now, we've
Uncle
been looking at
Ben.
those pictures for years. They never got a dime. You see? But all the recipes you see in America, do you think they put when they came from Europe, what did they bring? Potatoes. They was eating herbs. They didn't know nothing about seasoning, food. Africa brought that. All that different herbs and stuff. So if we've been doing this, they've been making the money, we've been teaching them. So the thing is that we have to start doing for ourselves now. And when I say ourselves, the Imam said what? Self means community. See, and we have to understand what community means. Not just to say, well, you got millions. If I got millions, well, hey, if you ain't got millions, what good is it doing me? Huh? I want to see you with millions. So I can help you, you can help me. Believe it or not, I told this to one of our very successful brothers in this community years ago. And I explained it to him. I said, brother, you should have brought some of us up with you. He said, you're right. But somebody didn't want him to do it. I said, no. If God bless you to get there, you got to bring some other people up. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. See, and if you don't understand that, you can't go nowhere as an individual. The Christians is waiting on us. Every African American in this country is waiting on the Muslims. You know when we were in business years ago, in the first experience? Huh? People enjoyed that. They loved it. They was in our businesses knocking the doors down, right? They want to see us there. We were helping their children. We were bringing their kids into business, but now we got a better mind. We have a better mind. We don't have no greed. We don't have no dislike. We don't have no hate. And those who hate us, well, we know what happened to them. See, you hate a believer, you're in trouble.
That's
See what I'm
right.
saying? The thing is, if you dislike good people, you're in trouble. This is the day of the Lord. Did we hear that before?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
This is the day of the Lord. So that means treat the people right, the good people. Now, I know those other people out there, I'm not concerned. I'm concerned, but I'm not gonna worry about that. They gotta get together like we got it together. And let's go to work. Let's trust each other as a people. God is waiting on us, and he's ready to give it to us. Believe me. Believe me. Any questions? And did I ask you a question, sister? My business? I was in the restaurant business in Oakland. I had a restaurant for 25 years called Rosalie's Taste in New Orleans. I'm a chef, a New Orleans chef. My grandparents were chefs in New Orleans and all of that. So I've been cooking since I was 8 years old, and I know the food business. The imam tastes my gumbo. He said, "Brother Agani, you got to manufacture this." So I'm gonna manufacture that. Other things, we got the fish sausage, the chicken sausage. We got everything. We know how to do all these things. And all we got to do now is get with the good people who know how to put them together and test us, put us to work. We want to see it work. I mean, I've managed business all over this country for our community. They said, Dr. Elijah, I want you to come to Chicago. They said, "You going to Chicago?" I said, "Man, you ain't never been to Chicago, have you?" I said, "No." He said, "You might not like Chicago." I said, "I'm gonna like it." See, because why? There was no fear. You know what I'm saying? There was no fear. And I came in the name of God. So I didn't have no fear. So I want to see it work. So the brother's cutting me off out there. I get started, and I've been up all night, believe it or not, and drove down here, and I'll never do that again. But any more questions, I gotta go. He said, cut it off.
Yeah, I just want to say, you mentioned Bernard Christian.
I got
Some people may know him now as Jabril Muhammad. He changed his name to.
That's right.
Who's that?
Bernard Christian.
Bernard
Oh,
Gushman,
Bernard
yeah.
Cushman, yeah.
He's Jabril Muhammad
See, I
now.
was 15 years old when I met him, and I never forgot him. But I saw them sisters in them days. They didn't dress up like you sisters. Them sisters were poor, and the brothers were poor, you see? So I wanted to bring that richness to the community. Because they're good people. Yeah, I know. No, Cushman, good brother, beautiful brother. Yeah. Okay, brothers and sisters, thank you. Let's get
Allahu Akbar.
Let's get together. Let's get together. Pass somebody. Let's get together and get behind these good people with the property. Anything will work if we stick together and stop playing with each other. Say, "Well, I don't know if it's gonna work." No, it ain't gonna work with that attitude. Anything will work. No, these people coming from Africa and everywhere now. Mexico, bro. We've been here. No, they asked me in a meeting today with the mayor of San Francisco, Willie Brown. They said, "Mr. Albani," he said, your people been here 300 some years, 400 years. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why? They don't have anything." I said, "Well, they didn't have a mind." You see, so we got a mind now. Huh?
Alhamdulillah.
We got a mind now.
Thank you, brother.
Good work. Thank you. God bless all of you.
Thank you, brother Al-Ghani. Okay, I'll move right along to the next phase of the program. As I said before, my name is Azim Abdullah, so it's time for me to make my presentation. And what I would like to share with each and every one of you is there is going to be I know there are a lot of